Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to College Football for the Busy, where we'll review Week 14 games and preview Week 15 games, which is championship week. So grab your blackout coffee and let's get going this Monday morning. So we have the Week 14 Top 12 review. 16, South Carolina versus number 12, Clemson, and South Carolina overtakes Clemson for 17-14 victory. Oregon State versus number 11, Boise State, and Boise State continues rolling 18-34. Purdue versus number 10, Indiana, clearly mad that they were bumped this high up or down in the rankings. Absolutely blew them out and had no heart, just kept going and going. 66-0 victory. That is just wild. High scoring Indiana there. California versus number 9, SMU. How does the Methodists do? They win it 38-6. Miami, number 8, Miami versus Syracuse, and we have an upset. Syracuse wins 42-38. Number 7, Tennessee versus Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt did not do it this time. Unfortunately, Diego Pavia and the crew did not get the victory. And so number 7, Tennessee continues on 36-23. Georgia Tech versus number 6, Georgia. And this one went into, I believe, 8 overtimes. I believe what I told. Of course, I missed this one, even though it was Thanksgiving week. I could have watched it, but I just forgot to turn on a Friday. Georgia Tech versus number 6, Georgia. And in overtime, finally, Georgia just barely wins, but clearly met their match with the in-state rivalry game there. Number 5, Notre Dame versus USC. And Notre Dame continues on 49-35 victory over USC. Maryland versus number 4, Penn State. And Penn State very much wins 44-7. Number 3, Texas versus number 20, Texas A&M. Finally, the Lone Star Showdown is back. And Texas gets the bragging rights for a year. 17-7 victory. Michigan versus number 2, Ohio State. And we have Ohio State losing to their rival, Michigan, 13-10. That's the crazy thing about these rivalry week is it's kind of hard to tell because everybody swings way above their pay grade. All the underdogs do to make sure they beat their rivals here. So, but Texas A&M did not, and Texas did win. Washington versus number 1, Oregon, and number 1 Oregon continues on. Winning against Washington 49-21. So that takes us into, let's get into our top 25 rankings. Oregon stays number 1, Texas moves up to number 2, Penn State moves up to number 3, Notre Dame moves up to number 4, Georgia moves up to number 5, Tennessee up to number 6, Ohio State with their loss goes down to number 7, SMU is at 8, Indiana number 9, Boise State number 10, Alabama number 11, Arizona State number 12, South Carolina, on number 13, Miami number 14, going down there. 15, Ole Miss stays there. Ohio State at 16, BYU at 17, Clemson at 18, UNLV at number 19, Colorado at 20, Illinois at 21, Missouri at 22, Syracuse at 23, Army at 24, and Memphis at 25. So this is how it would. Obviously, we're dwindling pretty fast, but these are the betting odds for you. If you're interested, we are a part of Z Code Betting. Link in the description for a great group for if you want to join sports betting. If not, and you don't have the money for it, do not waste your money betting. It's all going to burn. And I forgot to change the date, but it's actually from today, 12/2nd, December 2nd. Golly. But yeah, you can join the Z Code Betting if you want to have a community to help you make your picks. But again, do not do it if you do not have the money to burn. So Oregon, Texas, Ohio State, Georgia, Notre Dame, the top 5 teams there for your betting odds. So here we go. Week 15 championship preview. 17, Tulane and Army in the American Athletic Conference championship game. Always interested to see what the Green Wave does, but also kind of cool to see Army up there as well. Number 22, UNLV versus number 11, Boise State in the Mountain West championship game. So Boise State's still in number 12 or number 11 spot. So UNLV could bump them down on the rankings after this week. I don't know if they're set in stone because of the championship games or not, but we do have many games that affect the top 12. So I would imagine not. 18 Iowa State, 18 Iowa State versus number 16 Arizona State in the Big 12 championship game. Number 7 Georgia, number 3 Texas in the SEC championship game, going for a repeat of the early game, or the Georgia versus Texas part 2. That's a better way to say that. Number 4 Penn State versus number 1 Oregon in the Big 10 championship game. Number 12 Clemson versus number 9 SMU in the Austin Community College. Wait, no, that's not right. In the ACC championship game. So here's the Week 15 championship preview. We'll get 6 very big games. All will be very fun to watch. Very good teams in there, obviously being the championships, but also just fun games to watch as well. So that's what we have look forward to. We cherish the thoughts of armchair quarterbacks here. Drop them in the chat. I had a guy comment last week. Fortunately for him, he was a Clemson fan, and that didn't turn out well. So, but keep them coming. We want to hear your thoughts and what you think is going to happen, and who's going to win the Heisman as well. Ashton Genty, Travis Hunter, somebody else going to come up out of nowhere. Does Dylan Gabriel have it? We'll see. Anyways, subscribe. Next Monday, we'll be back at this again, seeing how we line up for the inaugural 12-team playoffs.